Okay, in today's video we're going to be looking at the conditional tense in Spanish. Now before you go any further, if you are not super duper comfortable with the simple future tense in Spanish, that's the I will eat, I will go, I will sweep, I recommend you go and check out that video that we've got on WeLoveFernando. Go and check it out because this isn't going to make much sense if you're not comfortable with the simple future tense. So once you're happy with the simple future tense and you've got your head around how it's formed, come back and check this video out, but make sure you're happy with that. Otherwise, you will struggle with this video. So today we're going to look at the conditional tense. We're going to look at what it does and how it's formed. Now, the really good news is it's a pretty easy tense to use, actually. Pretty easy. It's very easy to form if you understand the simple future tense, and it's very easy to use as well. So you use it to describe future events based on conditions. For example, I would eat, you would, I would eat, would, if you would eat, would too. So this bit, the I would eat, you would eat, that's the conditional tense in English, okay? And so that's what we're going to be looking at today in Spanish. So how do you form it? So we've looked at when to use it, so now I'm going to look at how to form it. So you remove the AR, ER, IR part of the verb, and then you add, oh no you don't, catching you out there, pay attention. You don't remove things from the infinitive. You add things onto the end of the infinitive. So let's break this down a little bit. So what's the infinitive? Remember, it's the to form of the verb. So not the I form, but the to form, the raw potato is what we're looking for. So it's not I eat, it's to eat. So to fart, to sweat, to run. And you're adding things on to the infinitive, all right? So you're piling things on top of all that goodness. You're not cutting it up. What we're about to show you is a template for how you conjugate verbs in the conditional tense. So remember, keep calm and conjugate. Don't panic if you need to use the conditional tense or you come across it for the first time. Use this template to help you, okay? So you add the endings onto the... Oh, catching you out again. You add the same endings onto the end of the infinitive for all regular AR, ER, and IR verbs. Here are the endings. Ia, ias, ia, iamos, iais, ian. So that's the I form, you singular, he, she, or it, we, you, plural, and they. The interesting thing to know about these is accent. Look at that. On the first I, there's an accent on all of them. And it's the same endings for AR, IR, and ER. So you only have 6 endings to learn, which is Brillo pads. The sharp ones out there, if you are indeed looking at this thinking, ooh, those endings look a bit familiar. Well done. That means you've checked out the imperfect tense, because those are in fact the endings for the imperfect tense for IR and ER verbs. But in the conditional tense, you use them for all types of regular verbs. So what we're going to do now is we're going to look at a model. We're going to look at a regular AR, a regular ER, and a regular IR verb, so you can see what they look like in action. Okay, so we're going to look at the verb aceptar in Spanish, which means to accept, and in the conditional tense it will be aceptaría, aceptarías, aceptaría, aceptaríamos, aceptaríais, aceptarían. You will notice that we haven't cut that AR off. You see that? It's still there. We've done is we've stuck that icing on the cake, the ia, ias, ia, iamos, iais, ian. Note the accents. Okay. You may also notice that the yo form, which is this, and the he, she, or it form, which is this, are exactly the same. How, pray tell, Fernando, can we tell what the difference is? Well, nice and easy. Context is king. The 3 Ks. Context is king. So remember, it should be clear from the context as to who's doing the talking. So read around the sentence. Have a look at the sentence above it, the sentence after it. It should be clear. Okay. So that's aceptar. So that's I would accept, you would accept, he would accept, or she or it would accept, we would accept, you plural would accept, and they would accept. So let's look at a regular ER verb. By the way, feel free to pause that there and print that off or copy it off. Okay, it's quite a useful slide to have. You've got an example of an AR verb there. So let's look at ER verb here. So this is romper, which means to break. Well done, you guessed it, it would be rompería. So you can see that ER is still there. You see I haven't cut that off, I've just added the ER on the end. Well done if you can guess what the next 5 are going to be. They're romperías, rompería, romperíamos, romperíais, and romperían. Accents on all of them. Again, same in this person and this person. Remember, context is king. Feel free to print that slide off. Okay, let's look at a regular IR verb. Let's look at cubrir, which is to cover. So I would cover is cubriría, you singular would cover is cubrirías, he, she, or it would cover is cubriría. Cubriríamos is we would cover, cubriríais is you would cover, and cubrirían is they would cover. Again, look, IR, I haven't cut anything off, added these endings on ia, ias, ia, yamos, iais, ians. You can see they're all the same, the endings, regardless if it's an IR, AR, or ER verb. Okay, nice and easy, and don't forget those accents. So you might want to print that one off as well. Now, there are some irregulars. Okay, you're still sitting down, you haven't fallen over, good. So, with the irregulars, the first thing to remember is do not panic. Right? Don't panic about the irregulars. There's some good news about them. And if you're feeling a bit sharp, you may have noticed, or you might be able to guess what I'm going to say about the irregulars. Well done. There are only about 13, give or take, common irregulars. And you indeed do have more fingers and toes than that, so stop freaking out. This is how you do it. You take the stem, which in this case is the infinitive. Sorry, I've told you a lie. It's not the infinitive. You take the stem of the verb, you add the endings, and number 3, that's pretty much it. So, what does it look like? Print this slide off. Copy it down. Hold the phone. All of these look exactly like the irregulars from the simple future tense. Well done, you brain box. They are exactly the same as the irregulars from the simple future tense, which is why I told you at the beginning of the video to go and check out the video on regulars and irregulars of the simple future tense. Because if you understand the simple and if you understand regulars and irregulars in the simple future tense, this, ladies and gents, is easy. Because look, it's exactly the same. So hacer, the stem goes to ar, H-A-R, but we don't add e. Oh no, that's wrong. What do we add? Ia. Well done. We don't add a. You're right. We add ia. Ia, ia, ia. So ignore these endings. These are the simple future tense. I deliberately left this in here so you can see. You can see that it's the same, exactly the same as the what's it called? The simple future tense as it is for conditional tense irregulars. They're exactly the same. Now, will this work? Yeah, right. So, and then I'm not going to go through and scribble all of them because I'll be here forever. But you get the idea, okay? So it wouldn't be are, it would be. I need to invest in a better mouse. It would be ar. Sorry, I know this is painful for all of us. Yeah, okay, that's H. That's H-A-R-I with an accent A. So it'd be aria, okay? But they're exactly the same as a simple future tense. They just take different endings. So that is super duper easy. Okay. Hopefully you've mastered it by now. I'd like you to have a go at these these 7 sentences. Now would be a good time to pause the video. Have a go at these 7 sentences, see if you can translate them into Spanish. Good luck. Okay, welcome back. Hopefully you had a go, and hopefully what you got was this. Nice and easy, okay? Really, really easy to form, really, really easy to use. You've done really well today. Really, really well today. You now have another tense under your belt, so that's a huge high five from Fernando to you, and supery dupery do. You have chopped down the tree of confusion to reveal a pasture of knowledge. So, well done from Fernando to you. Yay!